All right, guys, I just gave this lesson on a Zoom call to my mom. She crushed it. She's like, you got to make a video out of that. So here's what we're going to do. I kept it really simple for her. And what this is we're going to connect a G major chord to a G major pentatonic scale. One chord, one scale. But wait, there's more. We're going to got this full screen. I need to know what you think of this new system. So we've got this view, okay? No charts. This is to test your knowledge. Then we got that same view with the chart. We're going to build a G major open chord. We are going to do the same view. We're going to build a G major pentatonic. We're going to put it into action. Okay, so here's the thing. The gist of this lesson is how to connect playing lead or melody or whatever, riffs to chords. That's where people fall apart. So let's dive right into this. Let's go here and let's first build the G major chord, okay? So we're going to build a G major open chord. So we take G. This is a G major scale. Just so you know, you got to know this stuff. The scale degrees are down below. So G is the first note. A is the second note. B is the third note. C is the fourth note. D is the fifth note. E is the sixth note. F sharp is the seventh note, okay? Now, here's the thing. Your job is if anything doesn't make sense, you stop, you give me a comment so I can make these better. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm just going to try and keep crushing this for you. Okay, so obviously the one chord is a major chord. The 4 and 5 are major chords. The 2, 3, and 6 are minor. That's why they're blue. The diminished chord is purple. Now, the root will always be in red. Now, obviously, we haven't built any chords, but watch how you build a major chord. You take this note, G, and then we skip this note. This is a B. This is called a triad, G, B. We skip the next note in the scale. We build a D, another triad. We put it right here, the open chord, okay? Now, these notes repeat in an open chord. This is where people get confused. We're not going to build the triads here. We're going to talk about we do another open G. Now, I'm going to play the way the chord my mom plays the G chord. She puts the open B. So these are all the open strings if they're behind this big black rectangle. That's called the nut, just like you have on your guitar. And then we have another G right here. And what I was talking about is I like to put the pinky finger down here and do the extra D. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do it how I did it with my mom. Okay, so what you want to do is in this lesson, we're going to strum the open chord downstrokes 4 times. We're going to do only downstrokes. Otherwise, you'll fall apart rhythmically because rhythm is king for now and forever. 1, oh my God, what did I just do? That's staying in the video. Guys, that's jazz. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we did eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, this is home. We're in the key of G major. 1 chord, 1 chart. Okay. Let's go to build the scale now. We're going to simplify. We're going to drill deeper. We are going to limit ourselves to the EAD string set. When you hear me refer to something as a string set, I'm referring to the open strings. It's like a folder, a file system, okay? So we're going to put a G right here. We're going to put an A right here. It has 5 notes. We're going to put a B right here on this string. We're going to put a D right here. We're going to put an E right here. And we're going to bookend it with another G. So G to G. So let's go. I got to use the big screen. Like, watch. Without the chart, this is what that looks like. So watch. I will point this out. If you look at my fret hand, these are always going to be fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, focus camera. Be nice to me, okay? You jerk camera. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Pointers 1, middle fingers 2, ring fingers 3, pinkies 4. For now and forever. So watch. I'm going to start with this finger here. So this is 2, 4 on the E string, otherwise G, A. Then we go to the A string, it's 1, 4, or B, D. Then on the D string, it's 1, 4, the finger pattern, and then it's the notes E and G. So it's da, 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 da. Because essentially what we're going to do is this, okay? And then I'll show you the chart. Now, again, when you play a guitar live, you're not going to have a bunch of lit notes that light up and are like, oh, play me here, okay? You got to drill down deep and burn this in your brain forever with tons of repetition. So I would just run the scale. And if we just go back to the scale real quick, watch. Say the notes. G, A, B, D, E, G, G, A, B, D, E, G. Now, are we making music yet? No, we're running a scale. This is more of an exercise. But if you take the scale and make music, it'd be like... Okay, now I promised you we'd stay simple. This is about where I started to lose my mom. She's like, okay, stop. Everyone's going to bail your video. You guys haven't bailed. You better not bail this video or you're doomed to be in lower echelons of guitar playing forever. Not that there's anything wrong with that, okay? But back to the chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to go between this open chord G shape, okay? You guys know that. By the way, this is the way my mom plays it and the way it's on the chart. When I showed you that extra D, I take my third finger and put it there and play. I get that D in there. But you can play it like this, whatever flavor you like. It's all flavors. So we're gonna practice going between this open chord and rhythmically in the scale, okay? Hold on, guitar, don't gotta tune on me yet. So here's what I mean. We're gonna do downstrokes. Now, before you can do something like my mom's like, hold on there, buddy, too much. People are gonna get mad at you, okay? So here's what I said. Great point, Mom. Let's target the G, B, and the A, okay? Now your goal is to add in the other notes in the G major pentatonic. Remember too, penta, 5 notes. If you look at the whole major scale, the 4th and 7th degrees are missing. If you build out the whole major scale, you'd have the C and you'd have the F sharp in there, okay? But we're not doing that. We're making a nice, lean, beautiful pentatonic scale. So we're gonna focus on the G and the B and then the G and the A. So here's what I mean. Let's play the open chord with just downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then without dropping the beat, because rhythm is king for now and forever. Check out the merch line, it's amazing. We're gonna go from G and B. Now, doesn't it make sense? I wanna give you this full screen because I just love the way that looks. If we're playing this open chord right here, this big, beautiful open chord, doesn't it make sense, since this is the scale and we're right there, to kind of hit these notes to start with that? Because you got to walk before you can run. So what I mean is, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Listen, that sounds cheesy. Look, I know it sounds cheesy and so like simple, but that's what you do to build up to like the next level, and then you build off of that. And that's what I'm gonna start doing in all these videos for you guys. I think that's what we all need, okay? It's good review. It doesn't even matter if you're like an advanced guitar player. This is great for everybody, okay? So let's do this. Let's play the G. Let's just today focus on going G, B, down to the open chord, G, B. Because here's what you don't want to happen. This is your check down. If you go down, down, and when you try to go into the scale, you stop to think about it. You go like this, and you drop the beat, and you go. I get it. I've been there. Okay. G, 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 B, G, B. Okay. Now let's take it a step further. Now let's go G, A, G, A, and maybe go G. So blend it up. Watch. I didn't drop the beat, smooth rhythm. Humans, we push and pull a little bit. That's the beauty of music. That's what real music is, organic music. Now let's see if we can add G, B, G, A, okay? Then I want to take the chart away, do full screen, and see if you remember. You guys just have to burn this in your brain. It's just a pattern. And the reason I put the root note in red right here is you can move this pattern to anywhere on the fretboard on the low E, and you know you're playing in that key. We're starting on G. This is our home. So let's try it. Open chord. G, B, G, A. Open chord. G, B, G, A. Okay. So, is this clicking for you? Do you see why this is so important? This is like building the foundation to your musical house. Because my mom's always like, well, how do I use that to make music? And I said, well, that's everything. That's what we're trying to do. But that's up to you. That's how you sound like you. So for example, go back to the chart. You guys just have to know the open chord. Say I always default to that chord shape. I just can't help it. So let's see if I can spice it up. Now, if you want to get a little more adventurous, when you get this, G, B, G, A, maybe you run the scale a little bit, do a little bit. Watch one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm hanging on the E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chord. And that's perfectly fine. If you want to hang on one note and you don't lose rhythm, that is all that matters. That is king for now and forever, okay? So just to kind of bookend this for you, and if you want me to like make this chart and put it in a Dropbox, I'm more than happy to do that for you, okay? So, and I got an ebook coming out soon that's gonna have all the triads, more on that later, but we'll keep building this out. Let me know, is this too much? Is this too little? I think I've been missing the mark because I forget my level and I just take off to the races. So I apologize, okay? This is kind of going to be the new structure, and this is good for all of us, okay? I just want to be the best teacher for you. So what I would do is see if you can run the scale, okay, and do the chord and then run the chord and run the scale. What I mean by that is I told my mom, I said, hey, Mom, see if you can start in the scale first and go to the chord. So pretend everything is a song. Watch. Chord. You're never going to internalize rhythm if you just don't put in a lot of reps. So that's why I'm like one chord, one scale. Guys, and this is just the tip of an infinite world of music and exploration. Okay. So you guys see what I did there, okay? So this is how you lead into things like, watch, like this. I'll just kind of lay back and show you this real quick. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And then we'll just finish this video, okay? Let me know if this format's working for you. This is like my 4th video. I kind of switched up the cameras a little bit, but I think this is gonna be pretty much the main framework. So watch. When you get to start playing, one of the things you need to do is muted strings. So I told my mom, I said, if you lose your way, this hand never stops. This is driving the train now and forever. So here's what I mean. Let's say you're playing the chord, right? And you forget the pattern, okay? I think what I did with her, put this up here, is I said, I'm gonna hit a wrong note on purpose. I'm gonna hit a G sharp or an A flat, okay? And I said, watch what I do. I let up and I go, this is muted strings. You should technically do this every day for like 2 minutes. And what it does is it allows you, no one will ever know you made a mistake. And then this is how we'll end the video. So watch this. I go open chord and I'm gonna muff it on purpose going into the scale. But instead of stopping, that's the only mistake of stopping, I keep it going, watch this. Here comes the big muff. Keep rhythm going. Muted strings. In fact, you should do this in this lesson. 1 and 2 and 8th notes downstrokes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and slower. Okay, so I hope you love that. Okay, I got one more thing. Tell me if you can hear. I built you a jam track. It's like a bunch of measures of G and E. Bass and drums. If you want this jam track, let me know. My goal was to play over it like when I was on this scale. But the problem is there's too much latency between my whole rit. This was like a crazy complicated thing to figure out. But what I'm saying is if you want this, let me know. I give you a 4-bar count off with like a bait. Watch. Let's see if it's, I have to rewind it and then we'll be done. Just let me know what you think of this new format. I'm gonna make this amazing for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is G, 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 G. And then it goes into E minor. Okay, E minor is the relative minor G. You can still just play that G major pentatonic scale over all of this. They share the same notes. Okay, so let me know if you want something like that. All right, I'm done here. This is about 13 minutes. Let me know if you need chapters in here. This is for all of us, including myself, that have no attention spans. I think switching around between the scenes like this and building the chords and building a deeper knowledge, this is the way, okay? So, drop jellyfish. Where's my jellyfish, man? Oh, there he is, or she is. Drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Where are you watching from? Keep your eyes peeled for the ebook, the Try It ebook. If you guys want to do live workshops like this, I think this is the way. I had to figure this out. You guys are amazing. Love you all. Keep going. Don't stop. Only you can stop you. See you in the next video. Peace.